Alrighty, what is up everybody? I am back with another day of Spyro gaming, and I hope you guys are excited as I am always. The day today is December 24th, 2025. It is the day before Christmas, and I feel pretty alright. Just fucking with my mic here, don't mind me. Yeah, I'm gonna get into some runs today, and hopefully they are good, and that's all I can really say. That's all I really have to say, so I think without further ado, let's get into a run, and let's see what happens. Get into some Nestor practice, so to speak, before we get off to the races. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, was the last time I streamed, and it went good. It was fine. I got a 124, which was not good, but I did get a first try Nestor skip, and the vibes were nice. They were very chill, so hopefully I can match a similarly chill energy today. Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Everyone just getting here. Oh, another first try, I think. Let's roll. Let's get it. Yo, Fince, thank you for the tier 1. Hope you're doing well today. He says, I want to wish all the chuggers a very Merry Christmas. Let's go, Deo Nation. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Let me know if the game is too loud. It looks like the game's a little loud. I'll turn it down a bit after this level. But yeah, you know, pretty slow, as usual with me, is a pretty slow start to the day. I made Sarah and I breakfast, had some coffee, chilled out. Sarah got all comfy in the main part of the house. We're kind of in an outside guest house part of the house. But Sarah's back in the main house playing Fortnite. That's her new new obsession, you know, casual game she's been grinding. It's also raining like a shit ton out here. It's very rainy today. I sound fine. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, gonna do a little run today, and then if I have the energy for it, I might do a 120% TAS reaction after. In fact, I was gonna make a sub goal for that, but I forgot. It's fine, it doesn't matter. Oh, what am I comparing to? A 111 Nasties loot? That's definitely not the right comparison. It's comparing to like some fake ass golds. Yeah, let's see if we can beat the 111. Here, when I enter Dark Hollow, I'll do that. Fix that. Compared to PB there. Nice, 123, and I'll turn down the game slightly to like there. That was like very slightly. All right, let's get it. Merry Christmas, Ellie, and everybody else just getting here. Dun, 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 dun. True. Do it this way. Do it old school style. Oh no. Thank you Magically for the resub. Love you, Magic. A little slop in that level, but nothing crazy. chilling. You're tired as all fuck. Yeah, shout outs to everyone who's been chugging and partying this whole week like I have. We went out to get Thai/Japanese food at the local spot. And no, actually yesterday was crazy because Sarah and I went out to the arcade at the mall, and it's like one of those big arcades that takes up the whole floor and has a bowling alley and like 10 different versions of DDR and stuff. It was they had like a whole Weeb rhythm game section on top of like the traditional like ticket, you know, games and stuff. So yeah, we turned up there. Of course they had a bar there as well, so I drank like 4 fucking beers at this arcade. In my defense, they were $4 each. They had a special going. So, drank a bunch of beer, ate a bunch of French fries. That was a fun gem to miss. Okay, let me lock in a little bit. And then came home. I did not drive home, don't worry. I made Sarah drive. Made Sarah drive home. I was a good co-pilot, though. And yeah, and then later that night we went out and had a bunch of delicious Thai Japanese food. I'm telling you guys, you haven't lived until you've had a big bowl of tom yum soup and some sushi rolls on the table. But yeah, over the course of the day, I probably had about like 5 beers yesterday. But miraculously, I like wasn't hungover today. Like my body's just used to just fucking chugging beers now. What's up, Medusa? Yeah, I'm at the Deo mom and dad's house. We call it the family compound, you know. Sounds more epic that way. Definitely losing a few seconds here. What's up, Shemp? Merry Christmas to you as well. Welcome. But yeah, a lot of delicious... Yeah, I almost went live yesterday as well, but I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking chill and party and chug. Dude, I did some fucking crazy late night RuneScaping last night after all that food and everything. Proud to say I finally hit level 81 sailing and got my brazier. What's it called? Brazier. So I went into the frigid, bigid waters and started some charting. I basically just charted in RuneScape until I fucking charted the high seas until I fell asleep in my chair, pretty much. Crawled to bed. So yesterday was a pretty good day, I must say. I'm into classic arcade games. There's 2 classic arcade cabinets down the street from where I grew up here at the local pizza place, and that would be a Neo Geo cabinet and a Miss Pac-Man machine set to turbo. I actually went by and played them the other day. They were chill. I think they've been converted to MAME, but they still have like the original cabinet. It's just the screens are just like LCD now or whatever, which is kind of whack, but hey, understandable. Hope Santa drops me a keg. Dude, Santa's too late. Santa's late to the party. We already have a keg. We got a keg of a pretty strong IPA called Citradelic. It's like 7.5%. Shit's delicious. Or Citraholic. No, it's called Citraholic, pardon me. Citra fuck it. What's up, Shawnee? Welcome, welcome. This way. This went the wrong way there. Are we Italian? No. Yeah, the family's doing a big, what looked to be a very expensive rib roast in the oven tonight, so that's going to be delicious. Don't fuck around with that rib roast. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, kind of sloppy here. Alright, should I go for the boost here? Should I go for it, Eddie? I'm going for it. No, I almost had it too. That flop is actually really good. That's what you want. Just mistimed the final X press. Alright, how was that? 11:20. Oh, I keep forgetting to show the actual split time, but I think that was like an 11:20, high 11:20s. I'll take it. Could be worse. Little scuffed movement there. No, you're kidding, bro. I pressed X. What? What the fuck was that? Well, rip all my green there. I don't know what that was. I think that must have been me pressing X while square was still depressed. Which is like a really rare user error for me to make. But I don't know. That was stupid. I definitely pressed X. I wish I had the input display here so I could like be like, check the tapes. Yeah, my guess is that X press was during the square press. Like just at the last possible little input overlap there. Caveman hands. Or whatever. Hopefully we're still even with these splits at least. Funny how there's a gem requirement, but you never pay the balloonist. I think it's more like, if you read his text, I think it's more like a meritocracy, the way this game world works. Because the balloonists are like, they're like, oh, you shall not pass. But then when you get the requirement, it's not like, oh, give me the stuff you got. It's like, oh, I see you actually are a real one, Spyro. I see you're actually serious about this whole gaming thing. So just on pure aura alone, I will let you through. I think it's more like that. They're more like akin to bouncers. You don't give the bouncer your money. They just vibe check you. So, you know, they're definitely true to reality in that way. Merry Christmas, Ethan. We need a Christmas Spyro mod. You clearly have not watched my YouTube channel from 3 years ago where I played one. Fake fan detected. Just kidding. Yeah, somebody made like a Christmas Stonehill mod. It was pretty cute, actually. What's up, Jimmy? Also, Big Ben, thank you for the YouTube membership. I just saw that. Unless I'm tripping. Shout out Big Ben, either way. Great recovery. What's up, Fierce Beers? Thank you for the good luck and Merry Christmas to you as well. Come on, Green. That was bad. Camera. Oh, you looked it up, Skywalker? Thanks for checking that out. What's up, Grape? Hey, congrats on the 149 in Spyro 2. I could never. I'm just kidding. I could ever. That's the story with me in Spyro 2 100% is I'll be like neck and neck with someone when I'm grinding, but they'll always surpass me because I've just like I can't give up on my Spyro 1 love. I can't just be like, alright, I'm done playing Spyro 1, I'm only gonna fucking focus on this game now and get actually good at it. But yeah, not to make it all about me. Congrats on the PB. Thank you, Extinct, for the 5 gifts. Appreciate that, man. Oh, Jesus. Just jump. Dude! Can we jump? Oh my shit, dude. Jumping is just fucked. I can't jump. Jumping is off the menu. But yeah, thank you for the 5 gifts, man. I'm really feeling the Christmas cheer today. Christmas spirit. You're kidding, bro. Come on! This is so fucked. I'm just gonna grab these now. Man. Here we go. Who does that? What activates the whirlwind? Yeah, I think so. Grabbing. Oh, I totally forgot to do. Yeah, this run's dead. I have to restart it. Man, fuck! I forgot to do. Forgot to go across the ravine. That was my bad. I have to reset now, unfortunately. I was gonna really try my best to make that run work, but idiot. What's up, Fake Maurice? Merry Christmas to you as well. What's up, Renz?
Okay,
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
So yeah, my goal today is to do one run of this game and then maybe react to the new 120% TAS. But maybe not. Honestly, maybe not. I might just do one run and call it. Just out of laziness. I mean, can you blame me for just enjoying spending time with my family and just offline gaming with Sarah, you know, on the bed and chugging keg beers and stuff? Like, I just don't feel so streamer-pilled out here with this setup. It's a great setup, and I love streaming out here, but it's like, I don't know, it's just holiday times, and I'm just trying to really enjoy it with my family, you know? Enjoy the offline vibes. So yeah, that's like why I didn't really go live. Also, like I said, I'm a fucking lazy ass streamer too. So like, even when I am going live, it's just like, one run and then I'm good. I almost didn't go live again today. So yeah, I hope you guys have been down with the the sort of more relaxed, lazy streamer schedule. I'm gonna go for this. Ooh, almost. This because I'm slightly off cycle. Missed both the boosts, but good level besides that. This is the first time you ever played, not counting, blah, blah, blah. I've told you before you want to tell you again, the game is majestic, and I'm glad to call her my friend. Are we talking about, like, the game here, or are we talking about, like, an unreciprocated love from years ago? Are you talking about a girl or the game right now? Either way, I'm glad you enjoy the runs, Ethan. Are you talking about Spyro 1? Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't quite say I have the same romantic affection that you do of this game, but I do quite love it regardless. Love it in a more platonic way. Now, I know some of these motherfuckers in the chat feel you about that. Some motherfuckers trying to fuck this game. So you're in the right place, regardless. What's up, Aloth? I am enjoying the holidays. Welcome. You fuck Dr. Shemp? Nice. Your firstborn child is going to run off of a cliff. Just in his genetics. What's up, Jord? Thank you for the 10 months. I guess I'll grab this first. Yeah, and happy Honda days to you as well. Big Spyro 4 leak today? Is it? Isn't it just a LinkedIn guy was like, yeah, I worked on Spyro last year. Which, like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure people lie and, like, kind of buff the truth on their resume a lot. So it's like, we're gonna take his resume, like, literally, right? Like, that's what you're saying? Even though you guys always type your resumes and fucking fluff it up. Right? That's what we're saying? I'm just making sure we're saying the same thing here. Yeah, dude, true, Grape. Fucking Canadian Guy A would be the first person to say, which I haven't watched his video, maybe he does mention this, but Canadian Guy A would be the first person to mention NDAs. Which would apply to, like, you know, fucking that shit. What's up, Jord? Thank you for the 5 gifts. Merry Christmas, man. I'm feeling the holiday love from you, dude. Appreciate it. You and Extinct with the gifts. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, dude, look, I'm not trying to shit on it or anything, but I'm also not gonna get excited about it either. You also worked on Spyro 4 last year? Confirmed in my chat. Dude, literally, if any of you guys put that you worked on Spyro 4 in your resume, then basically it counts. Basically, Spyro 4 confirmed. This is not some reading in between the lines shit. I'm gonna just say, like, I'm gonna just say it just straight up. I think this is some reading in between the lines shit. I'm sorry, I know we were gonna disagree on that, but that's just how I feel. I hope I'm wrong. It'd be cool if I was wrong about that. password there. Oh my Jesus, come on. I love how nobody is like mentioning like the thing I said earlier, that it's like you can lie on a resume, right? Like, don't you guys do that all the fucking time? Am I the only one on earth that like assumes that most information in a resume is probably fluffed up? Exact dates and times and things of that nature? Am I not like am I crazy for assuming that? We're just gonna assume that everything on anybody's resume is true, right? That's what we're assuming here? Like, I feel like that's a huge assumption. Like, maybe. Like I said, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong about my suspicion, but if it's anything like any other leak that's ever happened, it seems pretty not substantial to me. Sorry, hopium huffers. But you guys can laugh at me if I'm wrong, though. That's cool. Like I said, I'm willing to be wrong. Level there. Yeah, Spyro 4 got confirmed again. Confirmed again. What's up, New Game Plus? Thanks for the good luck. This is whatever, artisans. I'll take it, though. Dude, would you guys like that if when they fucking announce Spyro 4 that it's a fucking mobile game? It's like the Diablo, whatever reveal. It's like, what, you guys don't have phones? That would, honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. Oop, I dropped some out of my pocket. I'm calling it, dude. I'm calling it. Next Spyro game is gonna be a mobile game. I'm calling it right here. I hope it is a mobile game, so that way I get those fucking stupid mobile game sponsorship things. So I can just play it for profit. Little gotcha game with anime girl. Dude, Spyro plus anime girls with guns. Actually, I kind of like this idea now of Spyro being a mobile game. What's that one game, Nike or whatever? Maybe Spyro plus Nike. Air Jordan. Yo, Merry Christmas, Brooke, and everybody else in the chat. Hope you're all having a beautiful Christmas Eve today. It's raining like crazy out here in Southern California. But, luckily, I'm a gamer, so that doesn't matter. I actually opened up all the windows around me so I could see the rain, all vibey. Who wore the Amazon box? That would be Saboom. The Amazon box plus the pumpkin head. Yeah, he was toasty. We had to use the Amazon box because we didn't have a robe for him. I actually had a monk robe in Virginia that I forgot to bring with me, so we made him wear the Amazon box. I think it was a good pick. Fucking homeless toasty. Come on, man. When am I gonna get this strat again? I keep fucking missing it. You won the... Yeah, you definitely did. Fat Nork definitely wins. Everybody knows this. What's up, Tulu? How you doing? Oop. Always weird to get out of there. Using that clean up. The music doesn't need to go this hard, but it does. But it fucking does. Thank you, Teddy. And welcome, Tulu. Love you guys. Welcome. It's good to be back on the stream. Back in the New York poop. Yeah, I was offline yesterday because I was busy getting drunk and partying with the family and Sarah and going on dates and stuff. I definitely spent a pretty consumer penny yesterday, I'll tell you that much. But it was all worth it for good memories and good times. With both the family and the girlfriend. Fucking this up today. Give me this at least. We're good. Yeah, I should not have tapped right there. Counterintuitively, tapping right there makes him go left. I just do it for fun, Doodad. Thumbnail making is such a tedious task. You're telling me. Why do you think I use the same, like, 20 thumbnails for all my live streams? Too lazy to make more. Good level, actually. Besides the one missed jump, that was pretty decent. Ferrari Dragon. Is that what this looks like? Souped up Spyro. Put a turbo on him. What's up, Gray Jane? Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Alof. Oh. Yes. Probably suboptimal, but whatever. Oh yeah, Enzo the Dragon, yeah. That's the name of the Ferrari guy. That dragon is a car. Would Shemp smoke nasty? He'd probably taste pretty bad rolled into a joint. Oh, you mean like would he beat him up? Oh. Maybe? Because Nasty actually never melees you. Or actually, that's a lie. Yeah, he does. I don't know. I wish we could do like one of those simulations, like 1,000 nasty Norks versus like 10,000 bears. You guys ever see those videos? It's like a computer simulated thing. It's just like a empty battlefield, and it's like 10 tanks versus 50,000 tigers. Fuck, dude, where's the glide, bro? Okay, luckily the dragon's right here. It's fine. Where's the glide? Yeah, they need to do one of those for Spyro. Ten Nasty Norks versus 1,000 Elora Fawn Bag mods. Oh my shit, dude. I am losing time here. I love bonking. One Tuval versus 1,000 Obama. This is what the world needs. Once we get that, then the world will finally start healing. Yo, Lunar. Thank you, thank you. Oh my fucking nice three. Oh my god. Perfect movement. I have to be losing like maybe 15 or 20 seconds here. That's my guess. Hopefully less. Hopefully it's closer to 10. Yeah, I lost about 10 on the splits, which in reality might be a bit more. We'll take it. Maybe still 25 peacekeepers? Oh my Jesus, please jump. Oh, it'll be close. Alright, barely squeaking out the 25 peacekeepers. With the world's worst ice cavern. Conflict escalators, the homeworld. Dude, that actually sounds like a really fun idea for a homeworld. Just a bunch of escalators everywhere. Different moving platforms all over the place. How many times have I played Spyro this year? I don't know. Several hundred. Yeah, at least twice. Thank you for the good luck, Getro. Welcome, welcome. I've never had a good wireless PS2 controller before. Maybe one exists, I don't know. If you want to play wireless on a PS2, what you should do is use a PS5 controller with an adapter. They sell adapters so that you can, you know, Bluetooth your controller to the PS2 controller slot. That's probably the best way to do a wireless controller on PS2. Oh my god, Beard with 25 gifts. What a fucking god. Dude, fucking Spam some emotes in the chat for Beard, man. Where are my chuggers at? Beard just posted a selfie of him chugging a beer in the chat, so I'm gonna need this entire chat to post a chug emote. I need everybody to start chugging in his honor for those 25 gifts. Merry Christmas, man. Yeah, Beard is literally Santa. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I live. That was lucky. Chugging the rest of this awful 10% IPA. It's a Voodoo Ranger, isn't it? You got that Voodoo Ranger from the gas station, don't lie. Dude, most sane brewery name. Death by Death. Most low-key IPA can design. It's just got like spikes sticking out of it. And rainbows like exploding everywhere. Thank you, Magasta, for the Prime. Welcome, welcome. Six pack of Michelob, this beer's doing things. It's like drinking paint. Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's like, for some beers, you need to have like a chaser, like shitty, cheap beer. Because that's how crazy some beers are. That's how I felt drinking Bud Lights, $4 Bud Lights at the arcade yesterday. I had been fucking chugging so many like 7% IPAs out of the keg we have here. And yes, we have a keg here at the house. That's how lit my family is. I've been drinking so many of those lately that having a Bud Light just tasted like the most smoothest, like, tasted like water. Tasted like drinking a fucking sparkling water. It was so nice. Yeah, urine beer at an arcade, bro. And we had some chicken tenders and fries. It was the vibe, man. Me and Sarah just chilling. I was playing RuneScape on my phone at the bar. All these amazing arcade machines around me, and I'm like, all right, time for sailing. Oh, come on. Trash. Cider's in the fridge. You know it's bad when you need another container of alcohol to chase your main container of alcohol. My dad knows how to live. It's my mom, actually. My mom is the IPA snob of the family. This is your world. Welcome, Wizard Peak. I hope I do your level proud. Magasta with the 5. Holy shit. No, pardon me, 10. Sorry, I didn't see them all come up there. Dude, Magasta with 10 fucking gifts. Merry Christmas, man. Shoutouts to Magasta for being a fucking legend. Oh my god, where's the... that's like the second or third time I've missed a glide this run. Come on. Chugger's in the chat. I might have to chug a beer after this run, I'm not gonna lie to you. Kick it for a bit, just in honor of all the drunken Christmas Eve homies. Just in honor of all the Christmas love in the chat. Oop, I heard a YouTube thing. One moment. Make it. Jord with the gift to Jimmy. Thank you, Jord. Also, shout out Pickle Trickle 420 for the $10. I just saw that. Pickle, if you're still here, thank you for that donation. Like an hour ago. I think you must have sent that like right when I went live and I missed it. So thank you, Pickle. Pickle Trickle. That might have been, I don't know, I think that the time on my activity feed is weird. Because it's telling me that all of the YouTube stuff from Spyrothon, or from the Spyro Summit, like happened like today. So maybe that pickle donation was from before, I don't know. Either way, love you guys. Any thoughts on Chris Redfield being able to punch a boulder into the lava? I mean, nothing surprises me in Resident Evil. Like, they can hit you with the Deus Ex Machina, like, anytime they want. As long as they make it into a convincing QuickTime event, and it looks badass, then Chris Redfield might as well have, like, fucking superpowers. Or, like, Leon Kennedy. You know, might as well, you know, he can outrun a boulder. Chris can explode a boulder with his mind, pretty much. You know, a whole fucking Umbrella facility, like, falling apart around them. They're like, alright, just press this button, and then you'll barely get out of there in time, you know? Like, Tomb Raider, it's all those games. Uncharted, Tomb Raider. Like, they're all realistic until you get into the QuickTime events. Until shit starts going down. And that's where the realism stops. If there was any to start with. I agree, Bator. I think that's so true. It's like the extreme, like, the extremeness of that shit is like part of what makes it fun. It's like so goofy. Or you know what's one of my favorite QuickTime events from Resident Evil is the laser room from Resident Evil 4. Leon doing like all the fucking... Leon doing the most, doing like a gymnastics routine, like flipping over, like spring, like backhand spring around the lasers and shit. It's fucking classic, you know, mindless action movie stuff. Oh, thank you for telling me that, Tulu. Yeah, I'll bring that up here in a moment, maybe on the thing. Sorry, I'm covering up chat a little. Oh my god, hello. Yeah, these donations are not for charity anymore. That done already happened. Which, by the way, hopefully you guys caught the little donation breakdown I made the other day. I'm actually really proud of that. I spent like a good 2 hours in Microsoft Paint, like gathering all the analytics from all the websites and putting it all in one cohesive image, so you guys can see exactly what money. Fuck, dude. What's with my missed glides, man? There's so many missed glides this run. Like, am I tripping? I feel like I'm tripping. Can I blame my controller yet? Oh. Okay, let me go to my YouTube description here. Should be updated now. Nope. What's up, Spora? Thank you for the good luck. Spyro Summit was sick, aka Spyro Subway. Thank you, Spora. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It always means like an extra, not to gas you up too much or anything, but it always means an extra lot to me when like serious, you know, real, I hate to say like real Spyro speedrunners, but you know, people who like have seriously speedran the game for a long time enjoy anything I do on my stream. It makes me feel like I'm not like a total cringe content man. I'm staying true to my roots, which is really just me being uncreative and lazy. But either way, you know, that reflection aside, yeah, the charity stream was a blast. It was a really fun time overall. Also, really, oh my. How many accidental deaths am I going to take this run? How many lives do I have? 0. Luckily, most of them haven't been like that bad, but damn, they're starting to pile up now. I need to start like going out of my way for lives. Don't want to get caught slipping in treetops. Gotta wait this. Dude, Spora is a real speedrunner. I'll just say that point blank. A real speedrunner's speedrunner. Now, let me also say that even if you're not a former Spyro 2 any% world record holder, even if you're not sitting here grinding offline runs and talking shit to bitches on Discord, you can still be a real speedrunner too, even if those things don't apply to you. You're just a pussy. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding. Dude, I mean, I'm joking, but like, give it like a year or two, Sport, and I'm gonna be the former record holder in this category. I can feel the tides of fate starting to shift as I continue to phone in my no resets and just have fun playing the game instead of actually trying to push the record progression. Somebody else will surely. I'm giving everybody as much time in the world as possible to catch up, you know. I'm doing the blunt bow strat. Yeah, England's gonna come and take me. The Drash is gonna learn 120%. Or more realistically, Jordy's coming for me. Is Jordy English? He's not American. He's either English or Aussie. I forgot which. Fan chest, yes, yes. Thank you for the reminder. The pre-reminder before I forget. You could tell I was gonna forget because I'm so chatty right now. Thank you, Kate. Oh, almost. Yo, Cthulhu bread. I wonder how that tastes, Cthulhu bread. Probably tastes pretty fishy. I don't mind like calamari or like octopus or whatever, but I've never had it, I feel like, in a form that wasn't like rubbery as hell. Like I've never had like a freshly caught like octopus shoved down my throat or anything. Oh god. Your name is now Calamari. That'd be a good username, Calamari Damachi. He is English, huh? So yeah, England is coming for me, slowly but surely. The question is, who will burn out first? The question is, who's gonna stop focusing on their early game and start getting good mid and late games? That's genuinely the question in this category for everybody who's at like a mid to high level. It's like the fucking meme where it's like, who wants a good PB? Who wants to improve their PB? And everyone raises their hand. And then it's like, who wants to stop resetting for bad artisans? And then everyone puts their head down. Katamari stream. I can tell you're a big fan of that game. I used to speedrun it. You can check my, I don't know, you can look up, it's somewhere on my, if you look at my speedrun.com profile or something, you can watch my 1 or 2 runs I've done of that. I grinded that game for like a month, maybe. Years ago. But I have no aspirations to return. Terrible cleanup there. But still saving time, still staying a minute ahead, well on this 122 pace. See if we can keep it up here. Dude! Fucking goose chase. What the fuck was that? You would do a pretty good artisans and die to jock. Yeah, that's what I would have did. The fucking reaction video of the guy reacting to photosynthesis. Real flower reacts to photosynthesis. Yeah, that's what I would have did. Jesus fucking Christ. Merry Christmas, Billy Bob. Yeah, there's a new TAS, or I guess relatively new. It's like a week or two old. By the same guy that made the old one, whose username used to be sorry, but now it's something else. It's one of those people that changes their username all the fucking time. But yeah, they'll be posting interesting time saves and stuff in the Discord. Hello, let's grab that life. Thank you. That was almost catastrophic there. What's up, Beppis? Where would I work if I wasn't full-time streaming? I don't know. Next question. I studied to become a school teacher, but I don't think I would actually end up doing that. Too much responsibility. Did I grab that green? Yeah, I did. Just making sure. Better to be thorough. I said if I wasn't streaming, my dream job would be to be a parking lot security guard and just chill out in my little security pickup truck all day and watch streams. That's like my dream, like low effort minimum wage job. Oh my god, you're kidding. It couldn't have gone any worse. Should probably have grabbed that life as well, but whatever. Sorry for asking. Do I sound like upset? Dude, I'm so sorry if that was like a too snarky of a reply for you. I genuinely do not mean to sound like that much of a dick. Sorry, I'm sorry if I sounded like a dick there. Fresh Pocky, thank you for the 36 months and happy holidays to you as well. Welcome. Do. Hello. Can we get up the stair? This way. I almost went to the left there for some reason. I don't know what that was all about. Oh my shit, dude. Is there a use for flaming when you jump in turn? That's our second question today about useless flames. The reason I do useless flames is because they're fun, but they are useless. I hope that helps. It's an oddly common question. Yeah, and it's funny, I love that question because it speaks to how fucking brain dead and stupid this game is. It's like when we're watching like a speedrun of this game, it's like you want to think that there's something deeper going on with the flame like the one I just did, but there really isn't. This is a game for people who have very low IQs. This is not like a deep cerebral speedrun or anything, where like every input matters and whatever. So I think that question kind of like speaks to like the cerebral nature of like watching a speedrun. It's like you want there to be some complexity to things, and there really isn't. And if that was an over-analysis of your question, then my bad. I just get it a lot, so it's just an interesting thought. shit, dude. Come on. What's up, TJ? Welcome, welcome. Dude, thank you for checking it out. Love you. I should have grabbed the boxes. Alright, definitely loses. Still somehow a minute ahead on these splits. I feel like I've lost at least 30 seconds in that homeworld, at least. But yeah, like a mid, kind of high 54. Definitely 122able. We'll see. You're waiting for me in Crestline? Where's that? Isn't that like a place in California? That's where Zoe and you are getting married. Oh, Lunk, you're Jeff. Correct or incorrect? Did I just dox your real name? Yes, it is Jeff. Welcome, Jeff. Good to see you, man. Lunk. Jeff would fucking make his username Lunk. Bro thinks he's a Chad like that, and he kind of is, bro. Honestly, he's a macho man, macho dad. And I'll tell you what, people in this stream love a good dad bod. So Lunk, you're the official chat, the official Lunk of the stream. The name couldn't be more fitting. But yeah, are we coming to the wedding? I don't know, honestly. We're leaning on no, to be totally fucking honest with you. It's not that we don't want to hang out with you guys, it's that Sarah and I are leaving, like, literally right after. Like, the day after, we have to get up, go home, get all of our stuff packed again, and then go to the airport. So it's just going to be like, if we go to your wedding, then it's basically going to be like ass travel from the day after your wedding until New Year's, basically. So in the spirit of saving ourselves, like, an extra day of ass travel, that's kind of more like our headspace about it. It's not that we don't love you or anything. Yeah, I know for you, and this is so funny because you've been talking shit to my sister about, oh, it's just my sister has COVID, and this fucking guy is like, oh, it's just COVID. What's the big deal? Like, dog, she's sick. He's like, just get better. Just rally, you know? Just get everyone else COVID, you know? What's the big deal? I gotta respect it because I know this guy would absolutely just fucking say fuck it to being tired or an extra day of travel or whatever. Just to do some extra partying with the homies, so... I'm speaking to a level of introverted laziness that I think Lunk cannot really respect, but I understand. It's at least understandable, I hope. Either way, I'm gonna be drinking mad beers with you tomorrow from the keg, so I figure, like, I'm gonna be spending time with you, you know? I don't gotta see your whole fucking, I don't gotta see the whole family, you know? I'm just kidding. I don't gotta, like, be a part of your fucking life or something. What the fuck, I gotta be a part of your life or something? Just because we're friends? The fuck? No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding, dude. What's up, Mom? How you doing? Yeah, Christmas chill vibe. That's what I'm looking forward to. A nice, fun, comfy Christmas. That's gonna be great. Christmas crack. Isn't that like a sweet baked thing? Yeah, everyone say hi to my mom in the chat. Yeah, Jeff is a menace. He literally won't let us say no to his wedding, which I gotta say, it is admirable. It's an admirable determination. By the way, I hit that wall glide with 0 lives like a fucking Chad. I was supposed to grab a life in Haunted, but whatever. Who needs it? Oh. I really shouldn't have even gone for that, because I need that life anyways. That was all unnecessary time loss. What's up, Bomb Bomb? Bomb Boom? How you doing? Right, it's crackers with like chocolate on top. Yep, I know what you're talking about. Exit the level, please. Do I still have all the gems? Yes. It's like, hopefully I didn't fuck that too hard or anything. Thank you for the good luck, Katie. Welcome, welcome. Green, blue sparks lofty. I have a good feeling. You know, when you enter lofty with blue sparks, it's always a good feeling. No, I missed the green, dude. No. I'm making myself dizzy from all those 360s. What would famous people speedrun? Trump would speedrun Postal? Okay. Trump would definitely be a Mario 64 cheater, for sure. Trump would be that guy that cheated a blindfolded run in Mario 64. That guy's got real Trump vibes. What's up, Norkson? Olivia Rodrigo would stream Driver. I don't even get that joke, but I fucking love Driver. Nice. Love that. Come on. Give me that. Oh, I hate doing that. Come on. Play it safe. Nestor was in the Epstein files? Is that why I gotta basically dry hump him in order to collect him? That's just that's his MO. Me, an underage dragon, has to literally flop on a dragon from the Epstein files. I mean, it pretty much makes sense. Sabrina Carpenter running Barbie Horse Adventure. No, that would be Craig, actually. I still need to make the Craig badge for the 100-month thing. I keep forgetting to do that. What's up, Jamie? Thank you for the Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Oh my shit. Oh my. Come on. Trash. Please. Oh my, can I have all of the gems in this fucking level? Playing like a dang doofus. Stopped in to wish me a Merry Christmas and all the best for 2026. And to you as well, Toys That Wrestle. As a young Santa Claus in training, I say ho, ho, ho to you. Oh, God. No, bro, how many times am I gonna fuck this up? How many accidental deaths am I gonna have this run? That's gotta be like the 5th one. That's insane. Yeah, that sounds good, Richie. Yo, Cali Strax, I see you up there. Welcome, welcome. Merry Christmas. Gotta be losing time here. I gotta remember not to grab the 2 gems to make this cycle a little tighter. I need to learn like the composer route here, actually. There's a lot of little things that need learning. Yeah, I was supposed to not grab the chests. but it's fine. I mean, I'm not surprised, you know, like nothing surprises me anymore with these missed jumps. I've missed a jump and died at least 5 times on this run. I don't think there's anything wrong with my controller. I think I just suck. I'm pretty sure that's the issue. Should have hit the other guy. I need the key now, I think. Let's grab that. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. You're drunk off a Four Loko, got a third of a can to go tripping balls, preventing falls. I ain't even wearing overalls. Wow. Thanks for sharing. Drink water, Michael, even though I'm sure you're not even drinking at all. I'm pretty sure that was just a completely made up sentiment, which is typical Michael. Thank you for sharing. It's great to see you. Happy Christmas. Some people are only performative in their drunkenness, you know. I've learned to have a good drunk dar. You know how people have gaydar? I have fake drunk dar. Oh god. Oh my, this is really not good. Yeah, we're fucked here. That's great. Pretty ass. At least I can practice this thing now, though. Trying to learn the composer version of this boost. Man, it's tough. I'm definitely more consistent at the flop, but there we go. That's what we wanted. That was cool. Stolen drunken valor. Alright, finally. After all this time, I finally get the life. Dude, I'm still like slightly ahead of these splits. Let's fucking go. I mean, look, I'm not gonna... When I said let's fucking go right now, that was like total fake manufactured excitement. This run sucks. I'm not excited about it at all. But it might be better than my 124 from yesterday if I play well here. Yeah, that let's fucking go is like that fake streamer speedrunner. Oh, let's fucking go. Oh, dude, that's so tight. Let's fucking go. Shut the fuck up. You're not hyped. You're not hyped unless you're popping off out of your chair, slamming dicks through the wall. And sucking them, too. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, try the one clean up here. Is that correct? I don't even know. Seems fine. Very nice movement. Almost too fast for the cycle, but we got it. That was slow. I was not supposed to hit him. Nice gem RNG though. I don't know if I said thank you for the super chat, Nihilist. Love you, man. What's up, Vipa? How you doing, man? That would be me. Come on, dude. Give me that shit. Just drinking? Dude, you and me are going to be doing the same thing after this run. What a coincidence. Merry Christmas. The opposite of a pop-off is Laura's any percent PB because you just kept discussing PS1 and 64 graphics. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't know Laura like ever had like an anti-pop-off where she just like completely ignored the PB. You mean like after she got rat and beat Nasty, she was just still chatting the whole time? Or do you mean like once she got rat, then she like got all serious and popped off? I don't know why, I can't imagine that of Laura. I can't imagine Laura just nonchalantly chatting through the ending section post-rat. I can't picture that. But it may have happened. I don't know. I don't have the clip here or anything. Check. Cash Patel reminds you of an India-based games. It's Hindi Ghost of Sushi. Okay, racial implications of your message aside, that guy should be in prison. Is my thought about it. Oh god. I mean, it's not exactly a unique viewpoint, you know. There we go. There has to be, like, look, even if you don't send, you know, Cash Patel, Pam Bondi, Trump himself, even if you don't send these guys to prison, they have to be tried for lying so much, like, to the American public, you know what I mean? Like, there has to be some, like, consequence for that. Right now in our system, there's just no consequence for lying to the public. Is this chat just a mixture of racist and anti-fucking American government? Have I found that side of Twitch? Have I found the kick side of Twitch? Give me this. Guys, I'm not ready to go to kick yet. No race jokes, please. This ain't Carlos Mencia. I don't even see color. You guys are all ugly. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking, I'm joking. You guys are all beautiful is what I meant to say. You guys are all beautiful, sexy chatters. I would never make a racist joke in my chat, by the way. Please don't do that. Alright. GG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Hey, I beat the splits, kind of. No, I tied the splits, actually. That's pretty cool. Tied the splits.
Saved all the dragons and recovered every bit of treasure.
It's kind of like rare, right?
How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with nasty Nork and his...
GG's, everybody.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say.
So, I don't really know what to do.
I felt that Nasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
You ain't making a racist joke? Well, what was the original message that kicked off this stupid discussion? Scroll up. There was something about Kash Patel looks like a Hindi game developer. Like, what? You don't need to stoop to his looks. He's just a piece of shit. You don't need to stoop to his looks, you know? You don't need to talk about his skin color to call him stupid. I mean, I know I'm beautiful. I'm so gorgeous and beautiful. You know, bald, fat, gamer. So I know, like, compared to me, Kash Patel probably looks pretty ugly. Like, I get it. But you don't need to bring his skin color into it. I was just making fun of Kash Patel. It didn't land well. It's alright, guys. I just want to be really clear that we're not racist here. In case that wasn't... I know I'm kind of belaboring it here, but I just really don't want to get banned. That's all. Either way, GG's. I don't really know what to do right now. Yeah. I don't know if I want to stop and, like, chug a beer, or if I want to do another run. Like, what are we saying? Are we saying one more run? Does anyone give a shit about me doing one more run? Or should I just, like, go offline and hang out with Sarah and get stoned and play RuneScape offline? Yeah, there's the TAS. I could react to that, I guess. I could do that. You want to see this task? It'll be me watching it and being like, yeah, I would have done that. I gotta, like, bring up the video of the guy watching photos. Yeah, I would have done that. Yeah, that looks like what I would have did. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Did I scare you guys? I'll bring it up. I'll bring up the task. Let's take a look at it together. As one big happy family. Damn, do another run then the task? Dude, you say it like I'm a dedicated streamer or something that has to meet like a quota of time spent online. You say it like I'm actually like I'm not the laziest fucking gamer ever. That's the part that you're not considering. Let me look this up. 120% Spyro TAS. All right. So here's the task. I'll probably have to move my chat or something. Here's what I'll do. I'll do it like this. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfectly stretched, as it should be. Sony fucking computer entertainment, dude. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna be right back, and maybe eat like some quick food, maybe grab a beer, chill out for a minute, yeah, I'll be right back. Dude, oh my god, I fucked up this game capture. Perfect. One sec. Put the BRB in front. Alright, BRB, give me like 5 minutes, and then I think I'll just react to the 120 task. BRB. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fucking make some chilaquiles back here, back behind the fridge. It's almost a cooking stream, but not quite. I'm still back here. I almost want to bring you guys into the you guys want to see a cooking stream right now? Everyone's been telling me they want to see a cooking stream. Hold on. Check it out. Let me unplug this this thing. Plug this in. God, plug this bitch in. Come on. There we go. All right. Let me refresh the camera. There we go. I put it on the full screen. Costume contest. That is over. Delete that. Or actually, let me Alright, there we go. Save. Here we go. Are we ready? Are we ready for the fucking cooking stream? I'm just gonna. Hopefully, you guys can hear me from back here. If not, let me know. I might have to like turn up the gain on my mic or something. Alright, so here's the setup we got going on down here. We got the fucking we got the pan. Nice and warm. Got some fucking extra virgin. That fucking olive oil in there. Boom. Now we got a couple eggs. I don't have like a wooden spoon or anything, so I'm probably gonna be eating some Teflon here. Let those cook up for a sec. Bring the mic a little closer for you guys. Oh yeah, stuffed as hell, perfect. There we go. Also, while those cook up, I'm gonna go pee real quick. Give me a minute. Alright. How are those eggs doing, everybody? They looking good? They look great. Now, I'm gonna grab some salsa. Got some salsa right here and some chips. And check out what we're about to do here. This is about to blow your mind. I'm about to pour some chips in here. Oh yeah, beautiful. Get the last of that bag in there. And I'm gonna pour some salsa in here, and we're just gonna mix all this up. Super advanced. I'm just gonna pour all that in there. Cooking with Deo. Oh yeah, turn that down a bit. Oh yeah. Oh, that's getting good. That's getting spicy right there. I almost want like another egg in there. I might put a third egg in there. Hold on. Let's mix it up a bit more. No, I think 2 eggs will work. Oh yeah, that's it. Whoa, shit, lost a chip. I lost a chip. Oh yeah, this is looking fabulous. Top up those chips a little bit. Nice egg, tortilla, and salsa slop here. Love that. Now, put that like over there, or where am I gonna put this? Put that right there, whatever. Now we gotta squirt some fucking pepper on there. I don't know why I said squirt. We're gonna crack some pepper on there. How am I doing, chat? I'm looking over the chat right now. Am I killing it? This looks good, right? Oh man, with the pepper, it smells fucking amazing. Fucking squirting that pepper. Need a little bit of salt. We don't need a lot of salt, just a little bit. And ladies and gentlemen, it's just that easy. Chilaquiles. I'm gonna actually turn up the stove a little bit more. Let these eggs finish cooking. Just try a little bite real quick, see how it is. Yep. Tastes pretty good. What do you guys think? Does it look like vomit? I'm telling you guys, it tastes delicious. I'm telling you guys. Oh yeah. Alright, let's pull the power out of this fucking weird ass thing. And let's plate up. Should I put it in a bowl? Put that bitch in a bowl. Oh yeah. What do you guys think of my first cooking stream? Am I a good cooking streamer? Now whenever someone asks me, hey, you do a cooking stream, I'm gonna be like, bitch, I already did that. Alright. Now what? Now I gotta eat it. Do I have to, is part of the cooking stream experience like eating it? Is that what you have to do? I don't watch cooking streams, so I don't know. Here we go. Delicious. Salud. Yeah, I'm gonna put some fresh arugula on there. Smell that happening? Oh yeah. Cheers, everybody. Rate my midstream lunch 1 out of 10. It's eggs, tortillas, salsa, and arugula. Out of 10. See what we got. Listen to that. You hear that? The fucking squish. I can barely see the chat from here. That's you saying 11 out of 10? 10 out of 10? Who here has ever made this before? Scrambled eggs with salsa and tortilla chips. Who's ever done it? Hold on, what do you guys? I can't even barely read this fucking chat. You use hot sauce? You like scramble the eggs with the hot sauce? I hear people doing that with chili oil. You can get that Lao Gan Ma from the store, you know? You're not an egg person? You can't imagine what this tastes like? I'm assuming good. You mean good, right? You meant that you would love this. I think that's what you meant by that message. Feel free not to respond. Yeah, dude, the chili crisp oil, man. Spicy garlic chili crisp. My love. You guys ever see that short that's like, it's just something to get you by? $3 Circle K meal. Hot dog, chips, soda. It's just something to get you by. That's how I feel eating this. It's just something to get you by. Am I a hot sauce fan? Yeah, I like hot sauce. I have to be careful with certain hot sauces because they'll make me have literal explosive diarrhea, so I gotta be careful. I used to not care. But now certain hot sauces are off the list, like Taco Bell Diablo sauce. I can't eat. It's not even that spicy, it just fucks up my insides. Same thing with El Yucateca. I can't eat that anymore. That shit's delicious too. You know what I can't eat anymore that I love because it fucks up my insides? Is the little pickled peppers they serve at In-N-Out. Like, I forgot what they're called. They're just like little mini peppers that are just pickled. Oh my god, those are so good. Yeah, you guys like hot sauce? Dude, I saw, speaking of ghost peppers, I went to this gas station on the way home from the charity marathon. And it was like, it didn't look like it, but it was like a Buc-ee's. It had like everything. It had like a whole gift shop, and it wasn't a Buc-ee's, but it was stimulating my pussy, if that made sense. And they had like a little section where you could like, it was behind one of those locked displays. You have to ask an employee to open it. And they had like dried Carolina Reapers and ghost peppers. I was seriously considering getting some, but eh. Oh, you say you draw a line at ghost pepper. I thought you said you did a line of ghost pepper. Like you just crushed it up and snorted it. Like that's pretty metal. Hey, Merry Christmas, Mika. Love you. Have I ever done an eating challenge, like at a restaurant? I have a funny story about that. No, but I trained for one. Back in Missouri, they had a burger challenge. That was like 5 pounds or something. And I really wanted to try it, just to see if I could do it. But to do a food challenge properly, you have to train your body for it. Which means you have to you have to start, basically the TLDR of this story is you have to have max out meals leading up to it and then not eat anything for the 24 hours before the challenge. So literally I had a max out meal at In-N-Out of just like 4 double doubles, like 2 things of fries. I went hard at In-N-Out and I felt terrible. I remember I felt so shitty after that In-N-Out. And I was like, all right, that was my max out meal. Now I'm not going to eat anything for 24 hours. And I remember I made it through the plane all the way to Missouri. And I called the restaurant. And keep in mind, I'm like starving at this point. I called the restaurant. You know, I worked it out with my family. We're going to take the boat to this restaurant. It has like a dock you can dock your boat at. And I called the restaurant before we went. And I'm starving out of my mind at this point. And I'm like, hey, do you guys still have that burger challenge? And they're like, no, we don't. So all that fucking eating watermelon, maxing out my stomach capacity at In-N-Out, it was all for nothing. It was a waste of time. So yeah, that's the closest I've ever gotten to doing a food challenge. Alright, don't mind me. I'm just going to clean up a little bit back here. And then I'm going to grab a beer and we're going to watch that TAS. And I'm going to be like, yeah, that's what I would have done the whole time. I'm going to clean up a little, though. Look at this disgusting spatula. Guys, how did I do on my first cooking stream? Did I kill it? I'm cleaning the pan. They don't show this part during cooking streams. It's a fucking cleaning, dude. I'm pretty sure the big cooking streamers just leave that for their maid or whatever to do. Their slave. To be a good cooking streamer, you need to have a slave. someone that just fucking cleans up after you, left and right. Like, yes, sir, yes. All right. Okay. I think it's beer o'clock. Are we saying beer o'clock? The thing is with the beers is that they're in the keg outside. So I'm gonna go grab that, and then yeah, TAS time after that. So yeah, BRB. Now actual BRB. Move this mic. But yeah, there you go. That's the fucking cooking stream for you, dude. I hope that was as underwhelming as I thought it was. I hope that was totally a waste of time for you guys. Okay, point this down a little bit. And yeah, I grab a beer. BRB. Alrighty. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have over on this other screen here, which I'm switching to. Not that one. Wait, not that. Here. Wait a minute. Here. We have a TAS for the ages. So lock in with me. I'm going to actually I'm going to close these splits here. Just so everyone knows what we're doing. I'm going to put some text. By what is there? Oh God, I hit my arm on my chair. By Seal Pup Taking a Nap. Okay, don't worry, I'm gonna make this smaller. Make this chat bigger. Beautiful. All right. And then make sure we can hear the audio from it. Looks pretty good to me. Let me restart my recording. Hold on. Gotta get the right cropping here. Alright. Alright, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We are here with a brand new TAS by Seal Pup Taking a Nap. If you remember, I've actually reacted to a 120 TAS by the same person whose username used to be Sorry, I believe. So yeah, same person. And hopefully not the same run. Hopefully this will be a much different experience, a much deeper and intelligence-stimulating experience. You know, this is a run that's really going to test the limits of my game knowledge to know even what the hell they're doing. But yeah, in all reality, this is going to be a really crazy playthrough of Spyro that we're going to watch together. It's also Christmas Eve today at the time that I'm recording this. So I raise my beer to everybody here. You know, happy Christmas, and I hope life is treating you guys well, and I hope you're surrounded by family and friends. And even if you're not, I hope that you're just getting by and keeping it together as best you can. Just know that I'm rooting for you no matter the case. So we're going to start this task with a Nestor skip. Seemingly off to the side, we're doing Nestor skip. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if that was like supposed to be faster. Epic flop. Epic flop indeed, mate. All right, well, I'm going to kick back in my chair. I also have some dark chocolate to go with my beer, so we're going to get big comfy. I'm pretty sure the start of this level has some different routing as well. Yeah, you go and grab this guy, which actually can be done. I believe if you watch the individual level speedrun of this level, I believe they do that. But doing it from the fly-in, I think, is much more difficult, is my guess. I might be wrong. I'm probably going to spread a lot of false information on this. Just keep in mind, I'll just make a little disclaimer. Everything I say about this run is purely speculation. I haven't really talked much to the creator or have their whole commentary or anything of it. This is just my low-effort YouTuber reaction. But I do play this game a lot, so hopefully I'll give some interesting insight that you guys wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Yeah, the side-eye Nestor. Either way, cheers. You're gonna hear me biting into this hard-ass piece of chocolate a lot, too. Just fat American things. Yeah, of course, staying really low because you fly faster when you fly lower. I tend not to fly very low, just for the sake of safety. Also, you didn't notice this, but they pause exited there, which is only a 1-frame window on every level except for Icy Flight, which is why that's the only level I do that on. That's a crazy charge. They're probably going to be seeing endless crazy charge jumps like that. Surely that's... Like, if jumps like that look barely possible, that's because they are barely possible. That's cool, charging out of the air for those. I think that requires good gem RNG to do, though I may be wrong. Oh, also another disclaimer I want to give before we get too deep into this is there's always one person in the comments of these reactions that's like, dude, he's not paying attention to every little thing that happened and commenting on, dude. Oh my god, that was an awesome, I never would have thought to do that flop. Oh, that's so sick in the boost up there. I am gonna miss stuff, guys. I'm gonna miss stuff. If you want me to not miss anything, like, that's not what this is. Man, those charge jumps were sick. The pivot off that first stair was dope. Oh my god, and the boost from the first stair there into the full hop. Man, that was some gorgeous movement. Yeah, I don't want to accuse the creator of this TAS of not playing this game much. Wow, you can jump off of the fucking vortex. And then, of course, going under to grab that red. That is technically optimal. The question is it has to beat the cycle of the next guy coming from the next room. So the reason why more trickier strats like this aren't used is because, oh wow, that jumped crazy. Is because you have to beat this guy's cycle. Which I do believe this is like a full cycle ahead or something of that nature. I don't know. Man, I love those little flop, I'll call them like boosts or whatever. Those little flop assists right there. Teamwork. The alley-oop, I'll call them an alley-oop. But yeah, just even in that level alone, there's probably like little details of things that I missed, so. Please do not get on my nuts in the comments about that. But feel free to point out anything that I have missed, if you find it interesting. That roll might be good, actually. That's worth looking into for normal runs. Hold on, I'm gonna go back a little. I want to see if he hit the second guy there. Actually, never mind. I'm just gonna let it play. I wasn't clicked on the video. Yeah, we're gonna call that the alley-oop. Yeah, you can definitely, as a human player, you can definitely fly a lot lower in flight levels than what you see me doing. I just opt not to because it's just for added safety, and it's not a big time difference one way or the other. If you perfectly fly, like dive bomb and fly low for an entire flight level, compared to just playing it safe and flying straight to everything, it's about a 1 second difference, at the most. In reality, it's usually a lot less than that. Cool boost. Yeah, this is a cool, like, I remember hearing people theorize about this route in the past. Around the time Squid was sort of pioneering boosted jumps, which are when you skitter and then use the upward momentum to give yourself more height on a full hop. So anytime, so that's what a boost is when you you know, get extra height on the full hop for one reason or another by carrying momentum from the movement before. So from here on out, I'll refer to those as boosts. And like those little, wow, that was a sick movement. Those weird little alley-oop, you know, those little flops as alley-oops, just for clarity. Nice. To those who don't know, you flame charge jump to skip the animation of collecting the egg though, which is really hard to do on that thief in particular. Yeah, Falcon, I think you're right. Well, you know, one thing you got to remember is we're not at the supercharge levels yet. Like, this is going to really look like a lot more inhuman once we get to the supercharge levels. Yeah, for these first few levels, it does look, well, with the exception of maybe those perfect flame charges, it does look pretty humanly attainable gameplay. I'll give you that. Yeah, I don't know how much time that route saves off the normal one. Gotta be a few seconds at least. Man, just seeing all the jumps connected together, like so smoothly, is just a thing of beauty. Oh, he's going back for this guy? Oh, what? Yes! No, Days was talking about that. Days, I think Days found that. I want to say Days found that. You could hit the dragon from underneath to skip the dragon. That was so cool. Dude, that was so cool. To those who don't understand, he grabbed the dragon from underneath so that way Spyro would void out. Similar to Nestor Skip, Spyro voids out as he's collecting the dragon there. So the dragon gets collected, but you don't have to watch or skip through the cutscene. That jump right there is definitely humanly viable. These boosts look crazy to get up to those ledges, but they are doable. I've played with them a bit. I'm not at a point where I'll do them in runs or anything. Excuse me. Nice. Beautiful. Again, conserving upward momentum from the charge jumps on those platforms, and then perfectly pressing X to basically get, like, at least a third more height out of the full hop. Again, same thing there to jump up there. Anytime you see them jumping higher than they're supposed to, it's because they're conserving momentum from the movement before. Upward momentum into the jump. Which is, like, remarkably precise, by the way. Yeah, the stair climb. Now, one thing that's funny is because TASs have to be made on emulator. One thing that's funny about that is, you know, when we actually collect dragons normally, they take an extra, you know, half second, a second to actually collect. Same thing with these level transitions. So the time that you see 1:05:58 for this run is load adjusted. It's not the exact time that was achieved on this playthrough. That's like, it's 1:05:58 if this was on a PS2 with fast disk speed. Which is, you know, and there's a little bit of controversy, I want to say, when it comes to load adjustment. You know, you might think like, well, why don't we just load adjust every emulator run so that they're more comparable to a console? But the thing is that it's not 100% consistent to load adjust things because, wow, the double dog here. Also, doing the flames on these dogs really early. Normally you'd wait till the dog is at the apex of its jump to do the flame, but since this is a TAS, and sorry, you can just like rerun it a few times over and over, they get the optimal angle every time. It's really cool. But yeah, load adjustment is a tricky hot button issue you could say. So, you know, this 1:05:58 adjusted time is just basically saying like, all right, well, I played on this emulator with these settings, so we're just gonna delete this amount of time. But it may not be 100% accurate to like what, you know, what this run would have been on a PS2. Now I know Waffle actually has, like with the silly percent TAS, I think, or with other TASs they've made, Waffle Wizard has actually gone through the trouble of playing back TASs on a console, which I don't even know how he does that, but like maybe plugging in an Arduino to the console or something to actually play the inputs on a physical console. So that's one way of like kind of removing some of that ambiguity. Wow, really crazy wall glide. That was awesome. Normally we do that boost further up. Yeah, I'm the one playing right now for sure. The sheep pushed him to the right spot on the dragon. Yeah, cool, cool. Cheers. Well, I'm enjoying this chocolate. The Artisans was a low 10-minute time, load adjusted. That's insane. That's amazing. Good question in the chat. How do TASs handle RNG? And while I'm not an expert on it, I think the short answer is that this game has very little RNG. And so for the sake of playing back a TAS, it's not as much of an issue as you would think. That's like the short, like brain dead answer. There's definitely a deeper, more nuanced answer to that question, which varies depending on the game. By the way, I didn't even explain this at the start of the video. This is a TAS, which, you know, and pardon me if this explanation is patronizing, but to those who don't know, this is, the inputs of this playthrough are being played back by an emulator. So somebody's going through and putting the exact inputs on the exact frames they want, or more realistically, they'll record like a little 5-second segment, and then they'll go back and change, okay, I'm gonna hold X for 1 frame less, and they go through and change every input so that it's exactly what they want. And then the video that we're watching is just those inputs played back in an emulator. So in case anyone was confused about what exactly a TAS is, a tool-assisted superplay, that's what it is. There's also an explanation in the chat down there as well. Now that's incorrect, Troy. Sparks will always pick the closest gem to you, unless he's already preoccupied by another one. Sparks' gem collection is notably not RNG. Even though as a casual player you might think that it is, because we miss gems all the time. The actual RNG with gems is whenever a gem doesn't home in from a... Wow, that was a sick charge jump. Whenever a gem doesn't home in from, say, a box or an enemy, see how these gems are homing in? Say these gems don't home in and they just pop into the air and land on the ground. They land in a small radius, which is RNG. But Sparks' actual collection of the gems is not RNG. It's in an exact octagon actually around Spyro, and his timing is based on the context of other gems being collected around him. So even though he can only see one gem at a time, and even though it may seem like, you know, you might have to get closer or further to some gems than others, those are all illusions of RNG and not actually RNG. He left, I think he left the thief for later. I'm interested to see how he gets him. So the author apparently says there's 400,000 re-records. That probably has to do with the amount of individual segments that they recorded and then re-recorded of the inputs. So there's like 400,000 like individual spots that are like a second or two long where they recorded inputs and then re-recorded them. Which is to say, this run is made up of very small segments that have been re-recorded a lot and adjusted in an emulator. I think that's what that means. If that's not exactly what that means, feel free to correct me. That movement, just fucking gliding through the air. Nice, cool. That's a cool use of a boost there. That actually might be viable for runs to do that. Merry Christmas in Europe. Dude, hell yeah. I'm already out of my beard. Guys, is it time to grab the Mick Ultra? One sub and I grab a Mick Ultra out of the fridge. So beautiful, man. This movement is so beautiful. Yeah, so now you can see why when I was practicing the hard route for that level, why we call it the TAS route. The TAS literally follows that exact same route that I'm doing, with of course much better movement. Did he still leave the thief? He got it with a fan chest. Oh, he got it with the fan chest up above. Yep, that makes sense. To those who don't know, the fan chests in this game can fly off and hit enemies in front of them. So when he broke the windmill, the fan chest next to the vortex, it hit the thief. I get it. That's pretty crazy. I wonder if there's like a version of the TAS route that you could do that as a human. Beer, thank you for the 5 gifts. Oh god. It's fucking cheap beer time. Oh, I'm grabbing it. I swear I'm still watching. Ugh. 5, yeah, I know. I gotta drink 5 Michelob Ultras now. I'll probably finish 2 by the end of this run. These birds are fucking bullshit because, like, the way you approach them factors into how they fly down. Especially that third to last one right there is really annoying. Yeah, these Michelobs are actually from the Spyro Summit. Unsurprisingly, I was the only one drinking them. No, these fucking pussies at the summit, they're drinking twisted teas. I'm like, alright, bro. I mean, a good twisted tea is good. Damn, I didn't know you could boost that. Oh my god. The assist. The alley-oop. Yo, that was crazy movement right there. Oh my god, that fucking proxy with the roll. Do they do that in Vortex? They do something like that in Vortex. I don't think it's exactly like that, though. That was fucking insane. Wow, and hitting the... Wow. No, that's a sick cleanup. That is a fucking sick cleanup. Excuse me. Doing the cleanup that way meant that they didn't have to climb up the stairs, I don't think. Or at least not in, like, as shitty... Yeah, they didn't have to climb up the stairs. Spyro Summer Summit at your place? Dude, I'm kind of down. We'll have to pay for a lot of people's plane tickets, though. What's up, Lunar? I'm doing good. We're just watching a TAS right now. A TAS recently made by Seal Pup taking a nap. Crazy wall glide. Yeah, I've seen that wall glide before in the old TAS, I believe. I remember being blown away by that. Damn, hits the guy before he even runs off, so you don't even have to wait for his gem. Oh my god, and grabbing all those with boosts. Damn, that is like a crazy collection. Yo. You feel like most of this could be human plausible? Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I would not say anything so far is like impossible for a human to do. Maybe in like a full game speedrun setting, it's pretty like bad risk reward. I'll definitely say that. Like a lot of these like all these boosters, like that boost was totally unnecessary, you know? But even for the ones that do reroute the level and make it slightly faster, I would go so far as to say that a lot of the boosts you see here are just a really bad risk to reward acquisition for full game speedrunning. So it's not that they physically can't be done, it's just that it's like, you're just gonna throw every run to it, basically. Which, you know, hey, maybe in 2030, there'll be some gamer that's crazy enough to do that. But I'm not that guy. You know, this category, on that topic, this category has always been a push and pull between what's possible and what's realistic to do in a full game speedrun. We definitely have not, you know, for what you're seeing is possible in terms of movement in this task. I think it's fair to say that humans are nowhere close to this, and I'll go so far as to say they will never be like this close. They'll never be close enough to where you can't distinguish between task movement and human movement. I would love to be proven wrong on that respect one day, but yeah, it's just it's just an interesting topic about like risk reward versus what's humanly possible. Because like you said, all of this all this movement is humanly possible that we've seen up to this point. It's just really hard. Damn, you sideswiped both of them. And sideswiped them in such a way that I think the gems fall off the edge, which means they had to sideswipe them on the non-ledge side so that the gem falls down off the ledge. That was actually particularly crazy. Not just getting the side swipes, but the grounded side swipes, but also doing it so that the gems fall off. That's another element of RNG, is not necessarily where the gems fall, but how far they bounce when they fall. Nice boost there. Grabbing the dragon before these gems, or no, maybe he made the gems fall again here. Again, when the gems fall off the edge, they auto-collect. Or at least they're supposed to. Beautiful. That double flame charge is so sick. that boost right there to get up to this area, that is humanly doable. That one I should practice more. That one I want to get into runs. Yeah, that's like the cool... Wow, that was a cool one. The cool thing about watching strats from a TAS is that, like, any one of these boosts, you could just, like, grind it out and start doing it in runs. You know? So it's not like... It's not totally out of the question, all of this movement. It really isn't. It's just putting it... Like, doing every single boost, you know, that you see here is just, like... It's just too much. The only run that made you think it looked like TAS was Composer's any % record? What, not my 119? No, notably my 119 is not very task-like. It's just a really strong pace held throughout the game. Which, you know, goes to show that someone who does exceed my level of movement in this game could, you know, get a 118, could get a low 119. I'm definitely not like a particularly talented runner in that respect. I'm just a very experienced one. It's interesting. Turning it around here. Oh! Yo! That is so genius! Oh my god, that was genius! Yeah, skipping having to turn around and go back around those corners. Wow, that was so smart. I guess we're grabbing all those gems after. Normally we'd grab all those gems there in the homeworld, or at least some of them. Nice, that's a cool little piece of movement. A little slide off from the metal guy. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, there's so many ways to do those stair sections, but that one is by far the fastest. I'm assuming this area will look pretty normal. You can see a lot of little, like, kind of jump charges happening. Frame perfect jump charges. Wow, the boost there, that's sick. Not having to wait for the third stair. But yeah, in these longer kind of drawn out movement sections, you can very clearly see wherever Spyro kind of does a little trot, which is the TAS person letting go of square, pressing X, and then repressing square in one frame, basically. Crazy boost there. Wow, you can hit that guy from down there like that. Wow. Yeah, Jordy actually posted this route. That route there does save a half second. Probably the way it's done in the TAS here is probably a full second. Yeah, and hitting the firework chest in such a way that you collect the gems as they're popping out. That's kind of genius. If this runner existed, you're still watching me. This gives you motion sickness. Dude, the level of fucking fans that watch me is on another level. Because I was under the impression that you guys wanted to just see the best possible Spyro gameplay. And now that you've seen it, the fucking, the glaze goes so deep that it's like, you know what? I don't even want the best gameplay anymore. That's like a next level. H-Dale, I gotta give you Glaze of the Year award for that message. Yeah, smart to not make those gems home in, because the time that the gems would spend homing in, he would have already grabbed them out of the air like that. That's a cool boost. I like that. That's really cool. Maybe that could be done in human runs. That one would definitely require... Okay, now here's where it gets unhuman. Yeah. So in case you can't tell, Spyro's turning way harder than you're supposed to. Wow, that jump. And into the fucking portal. So that dragon will be collected when you exit. Yo, that was a sick dragon collection. That was crazy swag on that. I was about to say, like, so, like, in super... Now that we're getting into the supercharge levels, You're gonna see a lot of gems being left for later because it's just easier to collect them with that tap. In order to do those sharp turns with the supercharge, let me explain this for you guys. There's over 64,000 possible coordinates that can be tracked on your left analog stick. And in order to do a sharp turn on a supercharge, you have to do one of 4 coordinates on the left analog stick while pressing the opposite direction on the D-pad. So it's not even just a question of getting the exact right coordinate on the analog stick, but if for a human to do those turns, you would have to claw grip the analog and D-pad in order to still use the other buttons. Just to give you an idea of how precise it is. It's a 4 out of 64,000 precision. Just to do one of the sharp turns. Keep in mind, not knowing what direction it's gonna go or anything. So anytime you see a sharp turn, that's how precise it is. God, this is so beautiful. This is mad. This is what makes a Spyro 1 TAS a Spyro 1 TAS. This is what it's all about. I mean, dude, there's no words. You can't give words to something as beautiful as that. Nice. Good jump there, actually. To not get skittered on the... it's really hard going up that hill to not accidentally get your supercharge canceled. That's another thing that's, you know, not really exemplified by this TAS that you guys might not realize is that it's really easy to lose your supercharge in this game. Like, if you go over the wrong kind of like polygon or the wrong kind of floor, or you go off a ledge weird, the game will just cancel your supercharge. Which obviously is not going to happen here, but, you know, just worth considering in terms of, like, how crazy the movement is, you know. Yeah, first half of this level, no supercharge, Bing chillin'. Damn, the longest flame charge possible on that guy. Getting stuck on the corner intentionally there, that actually happens whenever Spyro is causing smoke to come out of his feet and you're on an edge like that. Nice. That version of Wizard Proxy is, you don't have to wait for the wizard. Alley-oop. The alley-oop Wizard Proxy. Yeah, I'm playing with one hand. I'm actually playing with my mind right now. This game is just so easy to me, you know? I just gotta chug a beer and... Nice! Wow, that's a cool way of grabbing those 2 greens, because it was always understood to me that you could only grab those greens with a different type of jump up there, but... just had so much speed, he was able to basically jump from the bottom of the ramp. Yeah, luckily going so fast that, like, going over those little pools of water doesn't affect them. Beer number 2 complete. One more beer. One more sub, and I grab another Michelob. 1 sub equals 1 Michelob. Technically, Beard gifted 5 earlier, so I should grab like 5, but... I'll be patient, you know, take it slow. Eat my chocolate. Interesting way of doing the dragon skip. So to those who don't know, in that going into that portal to Crystal Flight, you're supposed to touch the dragon through the portal, which the TAS author must have barely done there. Thank you Benji and Nulex for the subs. Beer incoming. Did I miss anything? It's like watching a movie. How's the chocolate? It's amazing. Now that it's starting to melt a little bit, it's fucking amazing. 72% dark chocolate from Trader Joe's. One of the finest. Hey, cheers, guys. Salud. Bovie King with the fucking gift. Thank you, Bovie King. Love you. Alright. Wait, wrong thing. No, come back to the game. Come back to the game. Where is it? There it is. Thank you guys for the support, for the drunken support. Merry Christmas, by the way. Happy Christmas Eve. Watch, there's gonna be some guy in the comments that's like, bro, you missed the strat in Crystal Flight. You missed the craziest strat ever. God, I thought you were serious about speedrunning, Deo. I love that, hitting the flame charge before getting the box. Nice alley-oop again. I love that collection of that box. There might be a world where getting the box that way makes sense. Oh, you only eat 88% or higher dark chocolate? For health benefit purposes, that makes sense. For taste purposes, that's unhinged. If you're saying you prefer the taste of like 88% chocolate, you're insane. That's like wild. That's like next level taste buds. It's borderline stressful just to watch this. That's what someone was saying earlier. That I was joking around. I was like, someone said, yeah, I'd rather watch Deo play because like I don't want to see movement this good. I'm like, man, the glaze is insane right now. But I get it, especially during the supercharged sections. It can be a little dizzying for sure. But as someone who just enjoys like watching all the boosts and the way they connect flame charges and movement, it's just nice to see this game played like truly optimally. It's a rare sight. Like right there, for example, I wouldn't go for that double flame charge, even though it's totally humanly possible. Also, you'll notice there's a lot more, even though that was the exact same routing as what I do on record, the actual execution involved a lot more jump charges and a lot more extended flame charges, which are they just add to the risk reward aspect of it. It's like if you can catch that cycle without doing all that, then it makes sense to do that. But it's like, obviously in a task that doesn't matter. So even though that section looked super humanly achievable, which it is humanly achievable, it's just so different in a real run situation when we talk about risk reward. And that's always, like I said, that's always the rub when it comes to talking about like, you know, second or less time saves in this game. Really great double fan chest. It's really hard to hit that double fan chest. Smokey Bro actually hit the super cycle here, getting that double fan chest in his IL record. Shout out Smokey Bro. Yeah, we talk about dark chocolate like it's the fucking meth from Breaking Bad. True. Now, I wonder if that wall glide is faster than just jumping across without a wall glide. Because Smokey just jumped straight across, like no wall required. You'll notice that they ran over a part of the active electric pad, and that's because that part has no damage. Wow, extending that first flame to hit the first purple guy, that was crazy. Yeah, Dark Chocolate is definitely better than Dark Passage. But I do like DP. Oh, magic stairs there. I didn't know you could magic stair those. Grabbing these first. Okay, let's see how we get up there. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing this. Yep. When I saw him, oh my god, when I saw him looking at the chicken, I was like, I know what's happening now. I've seen enough chicken proxies to know what's going on there. That's cool. That is, oh man, the double hit on that flame. No, literally, he cleaned up the bottom area, then he turned towards the chicken. I was like, this chicken's history. This chicken needs to write its obituary right now. This chicken's done. This chicken's about to get violated right now. It's all over for the chicken. He's gonna chase down. No, he still waits for him. Still waits for the. Even in a task, you still wait for that. that boar. So it really didn't matter how they cleaned up the interior area there. Have I ever considered doing a per level breakdown of all the tricks? Yes, and in fact, I'm not sure if you know this, Benji, but on my YouTube channel, I have a playlist where I did exactly that. I've done a breakdown of every single level from an old world record, pausing and unpausing, to talk about every trick and every possible way things can go wrong. So if you haven't seen that, check out my tutorial playlist. It doesn't just... My tutorial playlist starts with like the beginner tutorial playthrough, play along, but then there's also some older videos there of each level individually broken down as well, like how you're saying. Yep, that can't be optimal. It can't be optimal. I refuse to believe that that is optimal. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure even with this exact same route, it would have been faster to just hit the wall and turn around. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, you know, Seal Pup or whoever. But that was pretty swaggy. I'll give them that. That was pretty swaggy. And if it wasn't optimal, then it would probably be by like a couple frames, not like a big deal. Worth it for the swag, in my opinion. Yeah, swag better than optimal. So yeah, I'm not against it. I'm not hating. Oh man, no chicken required. Oh, that makes sense to grab it after. I should do that whenever I'm Blue Sparks here. Nice. Same thing there with collecting all the gems after instead of grabbing them all at once. Yeah, that route is definitely better, but it requires the frogs to be good, which is, you know, not the most consistent thing. Those if you don't know, those frogs can jump to a number of different places based on your camera approach. What? I don't even understand how that worked. Usually whenever you hear the chomp noise, it's too late. I didn't realize you could hit him. I know you can hit him during the chomp and get a proxy, but I didn't know you could just straight up kill him like that. Nice corner stop there in order to get the double flame charge. Taking advantage of the shitty corners in this game, the shitty corner collision that stops you. It's interesting to see movement that takes advantage of that. Also, that second spring chest, we've been seeing a lot of that where they'll just grab it out of the air without bonking. That's really hard to do. That is definitely possible, but that's like one of those really precise things that you might not realize. Damn, the optimal jump charge there. You know, after having done that guy so many times, I just appreciate the optimal jump charge. Normally you'd be like fucking sitting in the air for a hot minute on that guy. Very lucky to not get hit. This is like a TAS moment here. Epstein, yeah, yep. What really makes it fast there is hitting the metal guy on the right, because any human run you see of that room is going to clean up everything and then leave the last guy, you know, go back for him and then clean up the rest. So getting the metal guy on the right early is like the ballsy part of that strat compared to, you know, human runs. Which I say human runs, it's not like a robot played this. A human played these and then fixed the inputs and then played it back. So it's not like this is a robot playing or anything. This is technically a human playing, if we're gonna be like pedantic about it. But just for the sake of clarity, I'm just gonna say human versus TAS. Okay, not getting the two enemies beyond in the early area there. I'm interested to see how we're gonna hit them. Probably with supercharge. This is a supercharge level, so get your drunken dizzy glasses ready. Get your supercharged sharp turn glasses ready. Here, it's coming. They're definitely gonna hit those guys with supercharge. Oh yeah, that little bump right there. That bump was actually being theorized for glideless recently. I'm surprised we didn't grab that dragon into a death abuse. But maybe it just didn't work out. Like, you know, bounce off the dragon while collecting him into the void. Surely they thought of that. What's up, Deco? Welcome, welcome. Man, this is nuts. Red smoke, by the way. You'll never see red smoke in a normal run, but that's max charge speed right there. You don't even see it in normal gameplay very often. You really have to go out of your way to try to get red smoke during supercharge in this game. This is a TAS and not me playing. No, this is definitely not me playing. No, this is me playing right now. What? What, you think I can't do this? Yeah, the Red Thief early is actually doable in human runs if you go wide enough on the approach coming the normal way. It's just not faster the way we do it. In this TAS, obviously, it's faster the way they do it, but... Yeah, that Red Thief, before the Red Thief starts running, it's when those thieves start running that they get invincibility. But before they run, if you can flame them before they start running, then yeah, they're vulnerable during that. Nice, that's cool. I like that. And then that, yep. Into the thing, yep. So sick. To those who don't know, that was an out of bounds there to get to this area, so that way you don't have to go down through the gate. Yeah, right, Tech Gamer. No, if you play this game even casually a lot, you can appreciate how hard it is to get red supercharged smoke. Really smart use of the boost there coming out of the stairs. Keep in mind, anytime they charge jump upstairs and then full hop like on these stairs, they're getting extra height on the full hop because they're conserving upward momentum from the charge jump of the first stair. Again, just like the boosts I was talking about earlier. With more beer, you think I could do this? Maybe. Oh, there's an interesting cleanup here. Wow, I wonder if that's humanly... I wonder if that's doable for single segment. That's a different pylon order. I wonder if that's doable. That's worth looking into. This is some creative... This is different as well. Very different. Here... Okay, so right there, he broke the last two pylons. Metalhead broke the pylons himself. Also, those roll boosts, pretty cool. That's like a backup vortex strat, is doing those rolls up the wall like that. Really cool cleanup there. Yeah, I wonder if those alternate pylons are viable for a human. Oh man, the momentum conservation there was just beautiful. Normally you can't get that close to a fan chest and still get the flame charge, but here you can. Or hit that first metal chest from so far above, because the gems, if you hit a box from too high up, then the gem won't home in. Again, this is a TAS, so they can like get away with it. They know the exact frame to hit it that it'll be fine, but yeah. That movement definitely exemplified shit that you would never do as a human. Even though it looked like pretty normal, it was like a human doing that would have absolutely missed gems, even if they did the exact inputs. What is a vortex? And the ads pop up. I'm gonna wait like a minute or two before answering your question, so you can watch the ads. By the way, I have the minimum ads set on my Twitch channel, so I'm a man of the people. 3 minutes an hour, that's it. So hopefully you're still around after the ads, Wolf Dragon. Okay, here. Oh, wow. The double proxy from the guy's body. Same thing there. The wizard's body really is causing a lot. Now, he didn't kill that wizard. Wait a minute. Let's see what happens here. Ah, we're collecting all this first. Okay. Wow, that is satisfying. That is satisfying. The fucking treasure room. No, this is beauty. This is like in my dreams. This is what it looks like. Dude, the perfect U-turn there and grabbing the gem. Yep. No, this is just comical at this point. Yep, grabbing those gems at the start. Yep, yep. This is definitely supercharged sharp turning taken to its limit. For sure. I don't think I've ever seen supercharged sharp turning done this crazy. That was amazing. And now we're gonna do wizard proxy. And this wizard proxy is gonna go over the, it's gonna go over the wall. Watch. So going over the wall like this saves 10 seconds, and it is possible in a human speedrun. It is possible, but it's extremely rare. It needs to be like a literally frame perfect thing. But yeah, that's one of those like holy grail tricks, is the wizard proxy over the wall to the stairs like that. Which I have done in runs before, just not on PBs, obviously. He does get the fire, yeah. Yeah, it may not seem necessary, honestly. There's probably gotta be, this is probably just the last collectible right here, this dragon. He hardly uses the fucking fire. Yeah. The fire was just a, it was just a formality, really. The super hot flame. So we're actually over-lifed here. We're at 3 lives. Normally you're supposed to be 1 life if you go for the wall glide route like this. So we're gonna see how, I think we're either gonna see some intentional death abuse here in Dreamweavers, like in Jock, for example. Oh, wow. Wow, dude, those shots, bro. Those shots were disgusting. Oh my God. Those shots were offensive. Hey, the flop, I do that. Dude, those shots were crazy. What the fuck? I can't even barely comprehend that. But yeah, we're probably gonna see some intentional death abuses, or we're gonna see a not game over credit skip. It's gonna be one of the two. What's up, Hecky? Good to see you, man. Dude, big shout out to Hecky for relinquishing their backup prize to bail you out. It actually turned out that I didn't end up even sending a backup prize to bail you out. So, but big shout out to Hecky for being willing to give up their backup prize. So if anyone's feeling generous, definitely give Hecky a sub in the chat, or gift him a membership in the YouTube chat. Dude is very deserving for his selflessness there. Yeah, you the goat, Hecky. Alright, Lofty incoming. I think I might need to grab one more beer. Yo, 1 gift and I grab a beer. It's very simple. I'm gonna grab it right now, fuck it. Okay, this is the same start as what I do in runs now. Cool to see that that's also what the TAS does. I grabbed a beer, but 1 sub and I crack it open. That's my deal. And by the way, thanks to everyone who has subbed today. I'm noticing that he didn't grab the gems from the enemies over there. Also, cool boost, not doing the damage boost there. That's pretty cool. Going here, yeah, we're going right away to the fucking to the supercharged ramp, unsurprisingly. I heard a yata in the chat. That was probably somebody subbing on YouTube. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, there's some yatas. Cheers to whoever get. Oh, I'm gonna just pause real quick actually. On this dragon. Thank you, Bro Surat, and yeah, Bro Surat with the gift. Thank you. All right, let's see the supercharge. I mean, just goddamn, dude. God fucking damn. I want to reiterate, every time they make a sharp turn, it's a 4 out of 64,000 precise angle. And depending on which of those 4 angles you do, it's a different amount of sharpness. Like it's a different angle from the actual turn itself. So this is like extremely precise, and I mean, I can imagine they probably spent like, you know, many hours just on each one of these supercharged levels alone. Like we saw maybe what, like 50 sharp turns there just on that one charge. Each one of those was very carefully, you know, was very carefully engineered. No, those supercharges are not humanly possible. But all of the other movement is. Which is kind of the interesting thing. Yeah, true. He's trying to go so fast the gems are trying to keep up. True. Interesting to see how Dark Passage goes. There's no supercharge here. This is just going to be raw movement. I'm kind of curious about the cycles and what the ideal movement is here. Wow, hitting that dog before it even turns. Wow. Wow, really taking advantage of the dog's movement and doing Nestor skip on this dragon, which probably ends up giving you a more favorable cycle on these dogs. Wow. You might wonder, why don't we do Nestor skip on every one of those dragons? And it's because it only saves frames, a frame at the most. Whereas here, it saved time by resetting the dog cycle, which was, I think, kind of interesting. An interesting nuance there. Thank you, Tia, for the super chat. Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat. Hope you're enjoying a beautiful Spyro TAS today to kick off the day. Right, again, riding the enemy's bodies there. Yeah, they really take advantage of the dog's initial movement to like they know that the dog is gonna run into them, and so they like take care of the dog before it even starts running. Also, Stephen Evans in the chat, Saboom's YouTube channel, points out an interesting distinction. All of this is technically possible in the game. And when I say not humanly possible, I mean not humanly realistic, is what I mean. All of this is humanly possible. Even supercharged sharp turning is humanly possible. It's just not humanly realistic. What's up, E White? Thank you for the 5 gifts. Chug is in the chat. Merry Christmas. Full disclosure, I was not paying a lot of attention at the end of that Dark Passage. Just full honesty. To whoever wants to give me shit in the YouTube comments, bro, you missed the thing in Dark Passage. Dude, I know, bro. I know. Cheers. We're going Jock here. Or no, that makes sense because we did Wall Glide route. Yeah, we're going Jock. That makes sense. I'm saying that like that was like not what you're supposed to do. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Jock has got to be some crazy routing. Let's see. Wow, the beautiful bounce. Beautiful turnaround. You guys aren't respecting these, like, these little pivot turns like that. Those are not easy. Oh my god, I'm really pushing the charge glide there, which you're not supposed to do on that jump. Getting the boost to get up to the key chest. This one's gonna take him out of bounds. This is the TAS shit. This is that TAS shit right there. Who needs to fight Jock? Look, he's gonna kill Jock right here. He's gonna kill Jock. Oh my god, and then he's gonna grab all the gems. He's gonna have to run back there to grab his gems, because Jock drops gems. No, that's fucking crazy. He's probably gonna end the level there. That's my guess. He's gonna end the level there, because there's still more gems back there from the Jock death itself. And again, just doing this second spring chest, like with a fucking frame glide like that, instead of just like fully jump flaming both of them, it's like way more precise than it looks. So my guess is at the end of this area, they're gonna go back through the whirlwind and go over the mountains again. That's what I'm guessing. To grab the last of the gems from the fight. Oh wow, beautiful movement, beautiful movement. Oh well, I guess they did get all the gems from the fight, and I just missed it. That's weird, because normally Jock's supposed to drop those. I wonder what I missed about that. I definitely missed some detail there about that. They might have fallen into the lava. That's a good point, Spora, because normally when you kill Jock early, they go towards the edge of the lava, but because he killed Jock right after he started moving, that probably sent the gems into the lava. That's probably what happened. Yeah, good call. Good shout on that. Alright, here we go, Cove. Maybe glitch. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. 28,000 experience left before you're done with sailing? Dude, hell yeah. I just hit level 81 last night. So I'm still in the trenches. Yeah, right, goated. I won't respect a TAS until I see it glitchless. No charging for movement allowed. Remember guys, if you charge to go fast, that's a glitch. Wow! And that side swipe didn't even cost sparks right there. That's beautiful. Wow, and grabbing all those gems, by the way. No small feat. Man, I can't underline the side swipes. Whenever he hits a TNT crate and it doesn't drop sparks because he hit it barely on the side, that's crazy precise. Ooh, and getting the first guy before hitting the second one. That's pretty smart. Is he still over on lives? I think so. I haven't seen any death abuses or anything. So my guess is that this TAS is gonna not have game over credit skip. Ooh, going here first. This is interesting. Oh man, that is a good cleanup there. That's how I should clean up that area, since I do keyless anyways. Yeah, it's an interesting point. It's like, since I do keyless, I might as well do the cleanup like that, you know? I timed it, and hitting those guys early is not faster. I think that is actually a point of improvement for this TAS. But maybe that's like a difference between a human and a TAS moment, you know? I don't know. Yeah, let's see the life count when he enters this level. DJ, thank you for the sub. Cheers. Yeah, 3 lives. We're not taking 3 death abuses here. We might take 1 death abuse. Maybe. This is a supercharged level, so we'll see. Yeah, he's using the edge of he's using the corners of ledges in order to turn around more precisely. If you do a quick turn on a... Oh, that death! Oh my god, that was beautiful! Skipping the dragon collection with that death. Perfectly sliding Spyro in there. Wow. Alright, let's see the supercharge. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, get this dragon and then we'll do the crazy supercharge. Interesting, not... I'm curious to see why... I'm gonna think, why did they grab those gems early? And we'll see probably... That'll probably be explained by this supercharge. It's like, yeah, you can grab those gems with supercharge. Why can't you grab those on the left there with supercharge? I wonder what the reasoning was for that. GG. GG. Yeah, I'm kind of confused about the routing there, about why did they grab some gems early with supercharge. I'm sure Seal Pup has some insight on that goes beyond my realm of expertise. Yeah, regardless, an insane supercharge, of course. I've grown numb to the supercharges at this point. So yeah, I'm guessing on the firework chest, we're gonna charge directly into it here. Oh, interesting to leave this guy. Wow, okay. It's an interesting question what the optimal time to grab that guy is, because right away is not, and really late is not. Like, optimally speaking. It doesn't matter for a human, again, but like, optimally speaking. Yeah, charging into that. We want to have at least green sparks for credit skip. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think, Hecky. Back in Twilight. Oh, let's see the push. All the way into the... Nasty pushing you all... That's what you want every time you hit Nasty. 120 runner. Actually, even just any Spyro 1 runner is like obsessed with Nasty pushing you in there. It's just funny. Single shot, of course. And doing the TAS version of this where you flame him as you get proxied, so that way you just void out into the void rather than dying in the lava. Which is, I guess, technically faster. There's a, fun fact about that is there's actually a setup where you can do that like little, void out version of credit skip, but the setup for it is slower than doing single shot. It takes like 2 or 3 shots to set it up. So it ends up being slower. Okay, here we go. There's the Super Dave. The Super Dave route here. Where we go up here early, breaking the height cap. Wow, beautiful rolls, by the way. Cleaning up all these. It's cool to see all the different ways we collect spring chests on this TAS. Flaming through there just to get that. Wow, and a little boost to get up there. I didn't even know you could do that. Our height cap is still pretty low, I'm thinking. They must have glided at some point to get up there. That's the 2 vault. That was found probably while this TAS was being created, by the way. That little triangle press there. Beautiful. Man, the momentum conservation is crazy there. And yes, you can barely grab the gems while flying there on the ground. It's almost frame perfect. But yeah, you can grab grounded gems without grounding Spyro. Yeah, like that. That is fucking insane. That looked like nothing, but that's fucking insane to do that. Side swipe on the first box, so that way we didn't have to wait for them to all explode. This way we don't have to do multiple circles through the room. And that is time. With 1:05:58. Fast disk speed adjusted. My guess is that that would be like maybe like a 109, maybe 108 on BizHawk, which I would assume is the emulator being used here. Either way, sub 110, which is just fucking insane. And GG's, yeah. GG's in the chat for Seal Pup taking a nap. Formerly sorry. If you remember, again, I want to reiterate, this is the same, I'm pretty sure this is the same, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure this is the same person that created the previous 120% TAS of 108. This one with a almost 3-minute improvement. So really cool thing to see. A lot of things implemented in this. This didn't just look like the exact same thing as before. This definitely looked like a lot of things were changed around and upgraded. So honestly, it's really heartwarming to me to see that someone is like fucking actually trying to task this game and like try their best, especially as someone that's like not a streamer or single segment runner in a big way. It's cool to see someone putting in the time to, like someone said in the chat earlier, this took 400,000 re-records, according to the description. Let me check the description. It might say there. Yeah, 433,000 re-records. It says down there in the, it's cut off by the screen, but it says that down in the description. So yeah, dude. Fucking GG's to Seal, man. GG's. That's about it. That's about all I have to say, guys. If you're watching this video after the fact, drop a sub, follow the channel. We're gonna be doing more runs in the future, and it is Christmas right now, so chuggers in the chat and Merry Christmas. And here's to more Spyro speedrunning, and Spyro tassing, and Spyro vibing, and Spyro kissing each other in the chat, and Spyro smoking weed every day. I love you guys, man. It's a pleasure to have everyone here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little task reaction. Hopefully I added something to it that, you know, gave you some extra help that made it more interesting for you. So yeah, cheers, everybody. Till next time, my name is Dayoman, and I will catch you in the next one. Just dropped them all. All right, guys, let's raid someone. It's getting dark out here. We're gonna have Christmas dinner soon, or I guess Christmas Eve dinner soon. Let's get this raid going, shall we? Put the credits music back on while I find someone to raid. Jordy doing runs. I'll raid Jordy. I gotta raid Jordy. I can't not raid Jordy. Wow, I spelled that completely wrong. That is not how you spell Jordy. Raid Jordy 925 _. Yeah, he's about to get into another run here. Everybody get in this raid. Get in this motherfucking raid. I know there's 200 of you bitches here. Get in this motherfucking raid. Guys, GG's. G fucking G. It was a fun stream today. We'll see if I'm online tomorrow. Tomorrow is Christmas. So we'll see what happens with going online tomorrow. It might be a drunken late stream tomorrow. It's been late streams lately since I'm on the West Coast. But either way, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for vibing. I will catch you when I catch you. And yeah, I'm going to kick it with the family now. So yeah, Chugger's in the chat. Once again, I love you guys. I'm glad I streamed today. It was a fucking vibe, dude. Vibes for days. And yeah, had a chill little 123 and watched a little TAS. So if you enjoyed it, you know, thanks for being here. So I will see you guys when I see you. Maybe tomorrow, maybe day after. Maybe several days from now. But either way, stay on the Discord if you want stream updates. Join the notification squad, and I will see you guys next time. Have a beautiful day. Love you all in the chat. Peace out. Mwah.